Hello everybody, welcome home and welcome back to Schmitty300 plays more Legend of Zelda 1. Alright, right where we left off, we're headed off to find some more pieces of that good old Triforce, rescue Princess Zelda. And that means we're headed back this way. So we got 3 pieces, we're looking for a total of 8. We've got quite a lot of the equipment that is recommended. I'm trying to think what the next key item of equipment we're going to receive is. Probably the magical sword. I loathe giving up the white sword because I think it looks the coolest, but I cannot deny how much the magical sword saves your bacon in levels 6, 7, 8, and 9. Level 6 especially. Oops, that's the wrong one. Level 6 has the Wizrobe enemies that are just the... probably worse than Blue Dark Knights. Dark Nuts, whatever they're called. Dark Knuckles. And they're just pure evil. They're just the worst. So having the magical sword, which does extra damage and kills them in fewer shots, makes your life just a whole lot easier. So level 4 is just up yonder, as I mentioned once before, I think. Take the old raft, and here we are. So dungeons start getting a little bit more... I don't want to say... Well, yeah, they get a bit more complicated, but they get much less linear, that's for sure. We have no shortage of keys, which is nice, despite me killing all the keys, aka bats. Yes, the hoppy-go-lucky thingies. No idea what these are called. If you have the magic sword, they will die to one stab without bursting into bats. Excuse me. But we don't have it yet, so... And I'm not even certain we can have it yet. I don't recall there being any way we can have it. We need 12 hearts to attain the magic sword. We've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4. How many extra hearts have we gotten in the world? Is there 4 of them? No, I gotta do the math. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, so there's only one more heart out there that we can get. We've gotten all of the ones from the overworld that we can get our hands on. There's just one more. We walk by it. We'll get the stepladder in this level, and we'll go back and get that. But we need to beat... the earliest we can get the magical sword is after level 5. And that's precisely when you want to get it, because, as I mentioned, the enemies in level 6 are the worst! So rooms that are dark, you can send your old candle out there. So yeah, we'll get into secrets a bit more later on. The stepladder is not only is it vital to complete the game, it's also extremely handy as well. And here is where we have to get it. So we'll head over this way. We'll try if my controller cooperates. Yeah, I don't even know what these things are called. I think they kind of have wings. Maybe they're like demons or something. But they're really annoying. Not as annoying as Dark Knuckles or Wizrobes, but they're still annoying. Alright, so definitely remember this from my first playthrough. You do not want to get touched by those pancake couch-looking things that are called like-likes. Yes, you did not mishear me. They're called like-likes. If you get touched by them, God, I hope it doesn't happen again. They try to swallow you, and they eat your magical shield, costing you $90. So you want to keep your distance from them, basically. A good idea, which I didn't think of when I entered the room, is if you use your boomerang on enemies, you can paralyze them. An excellent move when it comes to like-likes. And this room has a secret in it. But you can't push the block until all the enemies are defeated. You cannot defeat those sparkly-looking things. So there's our step ladder. Ka-ching! All right. So we have the compass. I don't know where the map is. We do have plenty of keys, so why don't we explore and find the map? Let's do most percent completion of it. Yeah, I found it. Or is it the kind of room I think it is? It is. It's the room with a little peninsula sticking out at the bottom, but you can't cross it. Yeah, exactly. So we have to go around. So that's a waste of a key. Luckily, we have plenty to spare. So yeah, the stepladder here is very, very useful. You can just any gap in the floor that has one tile length water or lava or whatever you want to call it, you simply put the ladder down and you just walk across it. Go away. So those things I believe are called anti-fairies. They don't cause you any, the sparkly things, they don't cause you any damage, but if they touch you, you can't use your sword for a few seconds, which will become extraordinarily annoying. I mean, they already are, but even more so a bit later on. And I was about to give away a spoiler from the second quest, but I will save that for later. Alright, you die now. And don't ever you can walk into your own flame and hurt yourself, so don't do that. Let it settle and resolve itself before you move on. It doesn't hurt you a lot, but it hurts you enough to make you embarrassed. Almost as embarrassed as you'd be if you died in Dungeon 1. Let's see if we can get this guy on one shot here. Plamo! Not even close. How about now? Boom! Aw, close. I guess we'll do the old-fashioned way. Got him. So I don't know about you, but I think that map looks like a snake. Kind of facing to the right. Kind of... I'm doing hand gestures as if you can see them, but yeah, you can't. And walk into the waterfall. I guess good advice. If you do that, that's the waterfall where I got the white sword. If you do that, there's a lady in there that if you give her some money, she'll give you a tip about the game. None of them are useful, in my. I mean, they're useful. They were useful in 1986 when you didn't know what to do, but seeing as how it's been, oh my god, it's almost been 40 years since this game came out. Oh my gosh, I'm so old. 40 years. Ah! Ow, jerk. I believe this... is this the first? No, I don't think this is the first time you need to use the bow and arrow. I believe this is... I believe I classify this as the quintessential fantasy RPG boss dude. I don't think any of these are useful except for the life potion, but I don't want to have that on in case I use it by accident. This is a two-headed dragon. I'm trying to remember his or her name, but I cannot in this moment. I'm trying very hard while trying to not get hit. I just love that noise. Crying out. Gotcha. What is that guy called? I'm gonna have to look it up or something. How are we doing for time? Pretty good for time. All right. We got everything in that dungeon. Yep. Got stepladder, compass, map. We're good. All right. What are we after now? I guess we go. Oh no, we can go get the magic sword now. I totally blanked on the fact that we got a harp piece from that dungeon. Let's not for crying out loud. I do very, very much loathe to be rid of the white sword, but I cannot deny how much easier your life gets by having it. So we'll head on out to the East Coast. I give a quick little shout out to Huddy, my newest fan. Thanks for inspiring me to do this series again, bud. And thanks so much for taking an interest in my videos. It really makes me very happy to be able to do these again and to have someone that really actually looks forward to it. I look forward to it. In all my, I don't know if trials and tribulations are the right word, but in all my time that I've had to myself since not working and battling through my ups and downs is not the right way. Recording videos has actually been a pretty consistent, I don't know if antidepressant is the right word, but a very consistent way to keep my focus, keep me, it brings me a lot of joy, and it's never really ceased to do that. At times it's hard to really buckle down and actually record stuff. Even with this, like I mentioned in my motivations to do this series, I thought about it for at least 3 or 4 days. That's usually how I make a lot of my decisions. Is if I think it's a good idea, or if I want to do something, and it takes investment of time or money, I usually wait on it a couple of days, sleep on it, and if I still think it's a good idea, 72 or 96 hours later, then I go ahead and do it. So that's why we're here. But even today, starting up the recording, I sat on my computer for a good hour and change, or at least, looking into, news about my hockey team, and I watched a video on my favorite board game manufacturer. My favorite board game manufacturer did a short Q&A session, so I watched that for a bit. Just kind of, I can't even explain why. I get a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious about making recordings. There's our heart piece. For no good reason. I always enjoy it. I don't feel anxious now. I guess I just feel anxious about not having anything to talk about or say, and but games that I have a lot of history with, this usually comes pretty naturally to start talking about how this game makes me feel, memories of my childhood that I cherish, and I find myself to be pretty decent at commentary and explaining what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and etc. etc. Do we want to go this way? Yes, we do. So we are now, I think I finished my stories that I had going on. We are headed to get the magical sword. It is in the graveyard. There are 2 ways to access the graveyard. We're going to go the easy way because we're here and we have the ways to do it. The hard way is you can go anytime you want, but there's a maze to the west of level 3, kind of in the southern part of the map. It's not a complicated maze, you just need to go left, down left, up left, or up left, down left, one or the other. And then you find yourself in the graveyard. Or you can just wait until you have the step ladder and just go across here. Watch out for the falling rocks. There are some secrets along the way. Kerplunk. Boom. Oh. All right, we'll play once. Hey! Gambling is bad. Don't do it. With real money, anyway. Is there something there? No. All right, so we're now in a much more difficult part of the world. Luckily for me, that I have the magic shield, which can block these dudes' projectiles when you look at them and use your shield properly. Where in the heck is the graveyard from here? Not this way. I believe the power bracelet is also right here. Let's get that while we're here. An item that is not required in this game, but there's a kind of a warp zone you can access, and actually one of them is right there. So you need, those are like those chocolate snail looking things. You just push one of them and a staircase opens up, and it takes you to, there's 3 other staircases in the world, and it takes you to a random one. So sometimes it makes you go closer to where you want to go, other times it does not. I'll put a bomb down. That's a potion lady, but we don't need her right now. Up there is level 6, which we dread going to because it sucks. Bit of a longer video compared to other ones, but that's okay. Give you a quick little. Well, I'll get the magic sword first. So magic sword is just up here. Do you need the power bracelet to get the magic sword? Well, that's a good question. But you just go up here and you push on that guy. I don't think you need the power bracelet for that, but you might. So yeah, here's the magic sword. To me, it looks like a serrated edge dagger on its side. I just think the art for the white sword is just so much cooler. Goodbye, white sword. I'm gonna miss you. Gotta have it. Maybe I'll do a video in the or a series in the future where I just do the whole game with the white sword because I love it so much. But we're here for a bit of ease, and we want to do just complete the game first. So quick little secret for the graveyard. Great place to farm health and money. So when you touch the graves, ghosts will come out. There is one master ghost who you can see right there. As soon as you kill the master ghost, all the other ghosts you've released will perish, and usually drop stuff, hearts and money mostly. But the secret is, so when you have the magic sword, the head ghost dude takes 3 hits to kill. 1, 2. So hit him with 2, and then release all the ghosts. Keep your eye on the master ghost while you're doing this. I think I still got him. And hoo-ya! There we go. So then you can farm all kinds of money and hearts. Not always the most efficient, but usually pretty good. We're going to level 5 next. So, okay, so we're at a pretty good time length here, so I'll call the video there. Get to a safe screen, because I learned that lesson the hard way last time. Alright, so we are well on our way. Loving this revisit of one of my old favorites. Thanks for stopping by. Lovely to see you. And as always, be kind, be strong, and be awesome. And I will see you in a little bit.